Yeah, well done. Waterways Cottage. Sketches here, and then the Canal Museum. This has been going on for about half an hour, this duck. We'll see if he comes back. Seems to have quite a short memory. So this swan, the male swan, the duck keeps coming along here, in through this gap here, where Mrs. Swan is on the nest. So this male swan very patiently keeps shooing the duck away, and then it comes back, floats down the canal, or up the canal, and then in. I don't know why he's doing it, and then the swan follows him in, and the next thing is this sort of comedy chase scene. So I've got the camera ready just in case the duck decides he's having another go. The swan's looking at me going, how thick is that duck? Here we go. It's brought reinforcements this time. Hang on, his mate's not so sure anymore. Dun dun dun. Now then, zoom back. You're going. Yeah, you too. Sod off. Chances are back. Dun, dun, dun. Swan's not seen them yet. Oh, look at them, they're heading straight for the gap. It's not going to be popular. I'm going to watch this. Oh dear. Yeah. He's got reinforcements now, there's two of them. Oh, Swan spotted him. What are you two clowns up to? Why? Okay, he spotted them now, that's for sure. No, if there's one way I wouldn't go, it's that way. Aren't they? They make a cool sound as well, don't they? Like a meep, meep, meep. Right, okay, so sit rep, these two. I think they've overstayed the welcome, being told to sod off. So what the swan does, he hopefully sees, sort of puffs his chest towards them, creates a bit of a bow wave to say, look, off you pop. You see this? The swan's got one of his legs completely out of the water. Why's he doing that? Think he's hurt his leg, or he's just resting it? Should his leg flipper thing look like that? I don't know. It's a brand new day. Slightly blustery day, and we awake to nature just repeating itself. So we have the swan just sort of bossing these two ducks again. Oh, okay, yeah, you've been told. Oh yeah, he's after the other one now. Yeah, the other one's bailed. So this area where his nest is, their nest is, turns out to be called the Old Brick Pit, and it's a nature reserve. So, did it say 6 hectares of all sorts in there apparently? Yeah, here he comes. same treatment. Whack, says Mrs. Duck. Sod off, says Mr. Swan. And rinse and repeat. Yeah, let's just move another 6 foot and then you'll just get chased again. Oh, there's a moorhen there. Mr. Duck's now getting chased by the moorhen. Straight into the path of the Swan. Mrs. Duck's made it back onto the pathway again. Mr. Swan then goes after Mr. Duck. Yeah. This has been going on all morning. He's somewhat protective. Chatting earlier, wondering how some of the mummy ducks seem to have sort of 10 ducklings and others like this one only 2. There was a duck around here yesterday who had 3, which we haven't seen again since, so anyway, so boy duck over here, so mummy duck and 2 ducklings were over here with the swans. Boy duck comes in, scares mummy duck away, who was standing on the bridge here with me, and then proceeds to clonk one of the baby ducks until it was submersed, so at which point mummy duck hopped off here, flew in and just sort of got involved in the middle of the mix. But yeah, you can understand how you might start with 10 ducklings, but you don't necessarily finish with 10. And for what reason? What possible reason? Anyway, hello dear.
Hi.
Very good. So what's crack here then, Sue? What's the gig?
Well, you need to read it really, don't you? But this used to be a lock.
Still is lock.
No, this grassy bit used to be a lock. It's a filled in lock.
This one?
This grassy bit, yeah?
Yep.
So that was built to speed up traffic in the 1830s.
Right.
And that bridge up there.
Bridge up there.
Built the
second
arch.
That one. That one.
Built that.
Built that.
To speed up traffic. It was only operating for 20 years.
All that effort for 20 years.
Yeah, I was supposed to know that at the time.
No. It's a shame, isn't it?
I thought this was interesting. I've not seen where this is yet. This brick box. Collecting point for ashes from steamboat fireboxes.
Oh, right.
And then they used it to seal leaks in lock gates.
Cool.
And now some people just lob it onto the towpath.
So ash box number 4, which is...
Well, it looks like it's brick.
I'm going to go and see if we can find it. Found it, found it, found it. You. Wow. Hello, Griffin. It's nice, isn't it? Well, I'll tell you what, the smells coming from this place. Mmm, nom nom nom. So it's kind of nice, isn't it? Just not having a plan, not having oh yes. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Well done. Waterways Cottage. Oh yeah, fabulous. Oh, so this is the other lock then that you were talking about. You know, yesterday, and so there was another. Oh, look at the size of the winding gear on that. Oh, that's interesting. So it's like metal pipes for the lock beams.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be wood, wouldn't you? From way back when?
That's really cool. Oh, so this is interesting. So you can actually see the components of a lock. So that's the sill. This area here. Oh, so that's a ground paddle then, is it?
Where? Oh, I see it. That holding.
Yeah. It's cool. Yeah, so the right hand, one of the sort of orangey brick ones is a restaurant, isn't it? Actually, both of those can take away, yeah. Then you've got some holiday cottages here, and then the Canal Museum there with its cafe. Pub's open from 9:30 every day. I bet it's not. Just the boat in. Ukrainian flag is flying. 2 courses for 23.
Doesn't sound bad, that, does it?
3 for 28.
What's on there? Oh, look at that beef burger in a brioche bun with mayonnaise, red onion and melted brie.
Ooh, twice cooked pork belly with cider sauce and crackling. Done. What do I have as a starter out of that?
Oh yeah, that
Any
pork
of
belly
it?
does look good.
Probably the halloumi fries.
Yes.
Crayfish salad. Any of that would be good, wouldn't it?
Hero, what are we doing for lunch?
Yeah.
Cheese sandwich? No, Mediterranean
Focaccia.
focaccia.
That's how we're rolling, yeah. What time is it? Right, 8 minutes to 10.
Should we go and stand at the door? They might open it.
Yeah, yeah, let's go and do that. Many things. Oh yeah. Could have picked that up on the way else, aren't we? Books.
There's some nice curtains.
Yeah, wouldn't they? They're expensive curtains.
Super fresh.
It's nice in here, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's nice in here.
Oh look, it's Tim.
Is he a hedgehog?
Yeah.
Ah. Is he a CRT hedgehog?
Yeah.
Special one. Whittingham toll collector. Ovaltine bells. Tell you what, you won't mess with her. Whoa. Wow. That thing. Notice the punishment for tampering with these works is transportation. Various scenes from the Grand Union Canal. Look at these two geezers.
That's Nick and Andrew Woodward,
Sue knows the history.
licensees of the boat inn.
Alright. Who's this lady here?
That's Hannah Ward.
What's her deal?
She was Ward Holt. She was the wife of Philip Ward, a master boatman in the 1940s. They had 6 children, but only 5 survived.
What are these geezers?
Which geezers?
Number 14.
World War II trainees. Women recruited to take over the running of the boats while men went off to war.
This guy's got a story to tell. 42.
That is Walter Alexander, 1886 to 1976. He was a photographer born in Blisworth. Starting out as a child with a 3-inch square cardboard camera, he created a record of life in the village and on the canal spanning 70 years.
Rules for workmen. 6 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Apart from Saturday, 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. When you want to leave, you have to talk to the sub-ganger and proceed to the time office without delay.
Arise 4 a.m.
Was this somebody's diary?
Yeah.
Oh, go on.
6:10, cast off from Stoke Bruerne. At
Scoffed at these
6:10
days.
and got to Cosgrove at 8:49.
Working narrowboat cabin. It's funny, the windlasses haven't changed, have they? It works, it just works. Oh, jeez.
Through the water still with the forward swell, then we pay the price of the frost and ice in laying up and waiting for a thaw. When the credit bills in the cutside tills are steadily increasing every day, and it's cut by half paying cash or stock.
So there's a little replica of the boat in here, but as Alex just pointed out, there are gypsy influences. I think it's all the lace and colour. But how lovely.
That was successful.
Successful.
Yeah, successful trip to the museum. It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's informative, enjoyable. It's quite small, but perfectly formed. We've learnt some stuff.
I think it was just right actually, because I think museums, when they're on a vast scale, unless you're like super, it's your most interesting topic to you, can be a bit repetitive.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was just, I think, just the right amount of information. I know you'd looked on, that smells good. Smell food. Eating supplies.
Eating supplies.
I know you'd looked on Google. Was it Google reviews, TripAdvisor.
TripAdvisor, I think.
And it said the average time was 2 to 3 hours. We've been in there for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And we've not rushed through.
No.
Probably about an hour's enough.
I mean, there was nobody else in the cafe downstairs when we walked in. I mean, we walked in at 10 o'clock, 2 minutes to 10. Just as they were opening, there's nobody else in. I've got a massive drainy smell, it stank. It's full of cyclists now, or mammals, more specifically. But there was nobody else using or in the museum section, was there? So we had it to ourselves, which probably helped the farmer. Probably helped the amount of time, but yeah, it was good, very good. Well done, CRT, like that.